There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, let's go. 25, check 25. Check.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the slant. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's on.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The extra point.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 77 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
Joey Slide.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Joey Slide now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Jason
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Let's go, D. Check. Cross.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
4-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Screen, watch the screen. Left. Lock 59.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Wilson will throw again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
For Carolina.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts
DJ Moore
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And it's third down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to, and I think the ball's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Hey, 0, 0, 0. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. his yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 19 tight.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Time to go. Night.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and 11 now.
Quit talking about it.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A quick toss outright, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And what's that? And what's the ball?
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my world.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that 1st down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to look deep for Moore. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is the tight end Fant. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And fights through one man. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On first down, Carson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Long, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You're not ready. Mike, 53.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Check, 59. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.